Good morning, all, and welcome you all for this 20th Salesforce training session. And I want to thank each and every one of you for this event who has supported me a lot through and by sponsoring and by the way of speaker, and who was helping me at the background to conduct this meeting a successful one. This is our 20th session. That is nearly we are going to cover 80 hours of training. We have planned to have 100 hours of training. Next 3 more weeks we are going to have a session on Aura component. So by covering those things, we will be covering nearly 96 hours, and for 4 hours for demo and 4 hours that is for employee connect. So totally we will be covering hundreds of hours of training in 100 days. That's what we have planned, and we are going on the track. So thank you all for your support. A special thanks to 360 degree technology service, Demand Blue, Star Track. So who and all has been being sponsor on providing speakers, providing certificate vouchers, everything. I want to thank each and every one of you and welcome you all. We are also spending a lot of time in the training. I can understand your learning interest, so that with this interest only we are coming each and every week, Saturday, Sunday. The 2 4 hours is very hard, but you all guys are interested in learning and you are doing your best from your side. Sure, we will be getting a good job, and you all be having a nice opportunity in this Salesforce. Today is 20th day, and today we are going to have the final set of LWC training. That is 5th day. So nearly 20 hours we have spent on LWC. Most of guys must have gained the knowledge. Now I want to welcome Naresh from 360 degree cloud to.
I would like to say thanks for this opportunity in this Salesforce user group because this will help like so many people to gain the knowledge in the Salesforce and for their career as well. So this is very important sections which you are conducting for the people. That's great. So yeah, so guys, good morning. Okay. Actually, if you guys have attended yesterday's section, so we covered so many things like just for the catch up. So we've seen that what is the LWC and what is the important of the LWC and introduction to LWC. Okay, and the comparison of LWC. And after I think I got the responses from your side, user side. So many people have installed the VS Code, and you guys have already set up the CLI integration. So that's good. And after we seen this LWC fundamentals, so maybe some people have already seen it, but I just given from the scratch itself, like all the create projects, how to operation or the component bundle, data binding, conditional rendering, looping or iterations. So there we seen a iterator on the for each loop. Okay. And after we seen the decorators, what are the decorators and what is a public property, what is a private property, and what is wire and what is LDS. Okay, those all the things we seen. And after we seen what is parent component, what is child component, and how the communication between the parent component and the child component, and child component to the parent component, and communicate between the unrelated components. So there LMS picture is came. So there we seen what is the lightning message service. So how it is working in the LWC side. So we seen that as well. Okay, so I think hope everyone is understand the sections. So yeah, I think Deepak is asked about that defining structure of LMS file. So that's simple, Deepak. So I already told you, like, see, let me open the project which we discussed yesterday. Difference between track and without declaring any data type. So actually here, if you consider in the JSI, see, if you are mentioning the variable, to declare the variable, that is a local variable. Okay. So like nowadays people are saying like Salesforce is telling like the local variable is also a reactive one. Okay. So that is nothing much difference. Okay. So here, let's see. See. So I already told you we have the list of folders is applications, aura, classes, and the layouts, LWC. What are the component we are creating that will be stored in this folders, right? Okay. So in these folders, I asked you to create this message channels. Okay, this message channels folder first, like this. Here you have to click the message channels. Okay. Also, once you created the folder, inside the folder you are going to create the XML file. Okay, that XML file is nothing but the message service hyphen meta.xml. Okay, so the name should be like that way. Okay, which I have showing here. This is a user defined name. Okay, sample message channel, or you can say it is a CSP message channels, or it is a integration message channel. You can give name or any name it suits you. Okay. So after you have to follow the naming conventions dot of message channel hyphen meta dot xml. So why this is, see, if we are having any kind of a LWC file, in the LWC file we are having the what is having meta XML file. So the meta XML file means what? This is a configuration XML, right? This is a configuration XML. We are telling this component where should be available in our Salesforce org. So the same way we are expecting for the lightning message channel. Okay. So here after in this, this is the XML version, so you have to follow this well. Okay. And if you're seeing here, I'm just open the lightning message channel. So I already told you. So inside the lightning message channel, I'm going to create a field. Okay, so before the going to create the field, we have to tell is expose equal to true. Then only this lightning message channel will be available. Okay.
Okay, Naresh, thank you. So the name of the folder message channel, it is also like it depends on us. Uh, like I have
Yeah,
not.
yeah. It is. See, this is a sample message channel. You can give, for example, if I'm going here,
No,
I
I mean
can give.
folder name.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Folder. Yeah, folder. You have to follow the message channels.
okay, okay, fine.
Okay. So here I can give like a Deepak message channel as well. Okay.
Okay,
So
folder name should be message channel under
yeah,
that.
message
Okay,
channels.
fine.
See, that's why, like, see, if it is a LWC, then only it is considering the LWC, right? The same way,
Yeah.
if it is considering the message channels, it is a message channels. Okay, inside the message channels folder, we are having the message channel that we are defining here after the dom. Got
Okay,
it?
thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Deepak. Okay, I think make sure his voice audible to all. I think. Oh yeah, some people said yes. Thank you. Fine. So now you guys, Pinagapani. Okay. So now you guys understand these message channels, like message channels. Okay. So hope everyone is clear and you guys don't have any kind of doubts. So let's move on to the topics. Okay. So yesterday we seen components. Okay, LWC components. Inside the LWC components, parent to child to parent, unrelated component and all. Okay. And I asked one question yesterday, like can we use LWC component inside the aura? Okay, some people said yes, some people said no. But actually the answer is we can able to use LWC component inside the aura component, but we can't able to use aura component inside the LWC component. So that is a very important one we have to know. Okay. So now let's see. So we given the word, okay, but we have to see that in the real time. Okay, how to call the LWC component from the aura component. So today we will see that one. Okay, and second one is the apex will comes in the pot. Okay, so everyone will seeing that from the we have done something in the client side only. Okay, so today we will see how to get the informations from the server side. which means how to access the Salesforce data. So that is also our topics. So you guys will come like so many questions like in the Apex methods, insertions, deletions, so many things. So I'm like as I'm a developer, I can say, okay, first you have to understand the logic of how the Apex class import functionality and how you are calling the Apex class that functionality. If you learn, you can build anything you want. Okay, first you have to know the concept of it. Okay, then you can able to do anything, like you can create as more methods, you can use the method to insertions, deletions, anything you want. Okay, so today we will see like how the method we are going to be achieved. Okay, so that I can tell. Okay, and we can see that like the data tables. Okay, because I have not mentioned that topics in this PowerPoint, but let's see like because that data table also you guys will some, if it is in the interview standpoint, you guys will understand like if you understand that, that would be very useful for you. Okay, so that's why I'm also added that data table. Okay, so let's see today's agenda. Okay, so before I'm checking a chat, could you please, what is rendering? Yeah, it's displaying, Mahesh, right? So rendering means what? Okay, so see, I'm having a just like an example. See, I'm having a 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 7 8 9, and three again, 1 2 3. Okay, so now I'm having this one. Okay, so here the component is get rendering, the components are rendering, the people are telling more words, right? So the rendering is nothing but like if you like see what will happen once a component is get initiated. So first time, what will happen, it will put the 1 1 2 3. Okay, and second, what we have the 4 5 6. So what are the data which need to be shown in the UI? First, that UI will get settled. Okay, that is called the rendering. Okay, got it, Narendra? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So like let's go to this topics. Actually here, what we have seen. So access the Salesforce data. We'll see the access Salesforce data in the next time. And before we'll see like Aura to LWC. So we yesterday we like we seen that right, Krish, you are right. That's fine. So yesterday we seen like more LWC component. Okay. So today, because the Aura component is still existing in the Salesforce system, still people are creating the Aura component. Still the people are maintaining the Aura component. We have like maybe in the future we are getting so many tasks from the LWC. That is nothing but we are going to migrate from Aura to LWC. Okay, so we will get the um, we will get the task like that. But if we are going to migrate from Aura to LWC, we need to know about the Aura. Okay, how the Aura is worked and how the inside the Aura is anyone is used or LWC. So that we will see today. Okay, so let me open this so you will understand. Okay, actually I don't know that exact component name. Let me check that as well. Parent Aura component. Fine. Parent component. I think I opened the wrong.
Maybe in the pub sub yesterday you explained.
Yeah, but actually, I don't know like from which one this is having. Um, okay, this all. So this is all fine. Okay, this is Aura component, but I'm searching in the LWC. So that's too weird. Fine. See, this is a Aura component. So you guys will maybe some people also didn't know about the Aura. So today, like we are not going seeing much in the Aura. Okay, but I'm going to like tell simple things like how we are going to call the LWC inside the Aura component. Okay, so this is a Aura component. This is a Aura bundle. Like if you created a Aura bundle here, like you will get more. You can see like more things here. Okay, so this is a Aura component inside the .cmp. It's kind of an Aura component. Here we are going to write the our you can say HTML markup and the configuration detail as well. So here you can see I simply created the Aura component. So here I have implemented this Aura component should be available for all page types. Maybe we having the Aura component sections from the next week onward, so you will get more clarity in the next week. Look, what I'm telling here, if suppose you have not understand, you just note your doubts, okay, and you can ask from the upcoming weeks, like people are going to take the Aura component sections. So so here just the implements means how we done in the LWC the configurations. So targets is exposed equal to true, and the targets and inside the targets we are giving the target to the Lightning app page, Lightning record page, Lightning home page. Okay, the same way. So here in the Aura we are having the available for all page types. So this is a keyboard will work for all the page types. So that's why we implemented this one. Okay, and so you can see I can fetch that this is a flexible page for our record home as well, and it will fetch there as record id, current record id if you are using the record page. Okay, and this is a force of force means we can use that quick actions in our backend. Okay, and this component should be accessed in the global, so that is why it's mentioned a global. Okay, and if you're seeing the line number 3, okay, inside the line number 3 I just simply written the this is aura component. What I just simply mentioned the this is aura component. Okay, but if you're saying in the line number 4, in the line number 4, the C always just think like that in the LWC how we are calling the child component. C is nothing but it referencing the component hyphen the LWC component name. Okay, if it is in the aura we have to mention the colon. Okay, so C colon LWC child component. So you guys, can you guys see the difference from yesterday and today? Can anyone tell what is the difference we are seeing here?
We are not using kebab case here.
Right. We are not using the kebab case here. Because why? We are following that kebab case in the LWC side. Okay. But we are not using here. Okay. So if it is in the LWC component name, you can simply mention the component name. You can simply mention the component colon and the component LWC component name. That's it. Okay, so you guys understand. So here I just called a simple LWC child component. Okay, so now let's go to UI and let's see. Okay, so here if you guys see it here, I'm not given that lightning code in the aura component. That's why it is showing like this. But so this is the aura component, so that is showing perfectly fine. The line number 3 is reflecting fine. The line number 4 is child component. So now I'm going to child component. Okay, so inside this child component, LWC child component, you can see it in the HTML. In the HTML, what we are seeing, this is child component 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? So this is child component, it is 1 2 3 4 5 6. So you just ignore that messages and all, because we used it in the LWC side. So that's why I added like this way. So now you see, so in from the Aura component, it is a single component. Inside a single component, we can able to call the LWC component. Okay. If this is very important question, you will get it in the interview side. Okay. Can we call the LWC component inside the Aura? Surely they will ask if you are a fresher. Okay. So you have to say, yes, we can. Okay. Not only that, yes, we can. And the next word you have to say, but we can't able to call the Aura component inside the LWC component. If you said that word, like, so then they were like, whom the interviewer, they have the confidence with you. Okay. Yeah. This guy or this girl, know like very much in this topic. Okay. So that's why today I thought to give this demo because this is very useful for you guys. Clear? You guys have any
Naresh,
doubts?
what was the reason we can use it on LWC and why can't we use ARA component and LWC?
So yeah, that is a defining structure which is built by the Salesforce. Okay, because see, the upgrade is going right. Like if you're considering the 2019, some upgrade is there, and if you're considering 2020, better like before the 2019, some new feature is like upgraded, right? So here the LWCs get upgraded. Okay, that's why still we are having the Aura component in the system. Okay, so inside the system, okay, so inside the system we launched which means Salesforce has launched the LWC. So in this case, the Salesforce is given the functionality to call the LWC inside the Aura. Okay, if they given that same functionality here in the LWC, then what would be the like difference? That there is no upgrade, right?
The main difference is Aura is there, no? So Aura is a framework. So framework means they have structured the framework. We need to follow the framework. So, but whereas LWC is a web standard.
Yeah, web standards, right?
Okay, so we can use the web standard in Aura, but the Aura framework won't support the web standards. You understand the difference, no? So Aura is a framework. They have constructed the framework like this, that we need to follow the framework structure. If they ask us to create here we won't create any separate files for CSS, everything. It is a bundle. Okay, so if you attend next week, it will be very clear. So that Aura is a framework where they have structured like that way. In the framework, it will have the web standards, but this Aura common framework is not supported in any web standards. It is a separate framework that is used by Salesforce, that is not supported by the web standard which is globally available. So that's the reason Aura common, we can't use it in the LWC, whereas LWC is a common global web standards that can be used in the Aura. Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Anand. Thanks for this big explanation.
Hello.
Yeah.
I have a small question regarding changing. You told me that from LWC Aura is possible, but Aura to LWC is not possible. No? Hello.
No, Aura to LWC is possible, but LWC to Aura it's not possible.
Aura to LWC is possible, but okay.
Okay. Okay, guys. So hope everyone is clear. The explanation is also given by that Mahesh. Sorry, Anand. So Mahesh, you got the clarity, right? Okay. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, Naresh, clear.
Okay. Okay. So we seen like those topics, and so like next we will see it the Access Salesforce data. Okay. So what is Access Salesforce data? Can anyone tell from your end? Because I said so many times from yesterday and today as well. So what is like Access Salesforce data? Can
Salesforce
anyone?
records.
Okay, records. Fine. Only the records we can able to access.
Standard objects.
Standard objects. Only standard objects we can able to access. Any others?
All
We
the
can import
objects.
methods, classes.
Okay, methods, classes. That's great. Okay,
All the objects.
all the objects. So only we can able to access all objects, or is there any possible to access the fields as well?
Yeah, we can
In the
access the
objects
fields.
comes under every fields, no?
Okay, fine.
Simply objects we can say.
Okay. So inside the object, so we can able to access all the fields. Okay, that's okay. Good. Any other? Can we access any any other things?
Custom labels.
Custom labels or the static resources, right?
Metadata.
Yes.
Metadata. Okay, that's great. Okay, so yeah, you guys are like good in the form. That's good to see. Okay, so like we can able to access the Salesforce data inside the LWC. Okay, so today we will see like see we have to at least we have to take some kind of a requirement. Okay, so then only we can able to think and we can able to build up. If in your real time projects, real time work, how you will get, first you will get the requirement. Okay, sometime you will get the requirement in the boards, in the chats, or through the documents or through the email. Okay, sometime you have a call with a client and the client will telling, I want this, I want this, I want this. Okay, so first you have to think your requirement. Okay, and then you have to write the codes, or you have to build the something like what is if you done like this, your requirement is also get done. So first you have to think like that. Okay, so just think like that. I'm planning to give some kind of requirement like um you can say contacts or accounts, or like it's anything, so you can say accounts. Okay, so now I want to show the account records in the UI. Okay, I want to show the account records in the UI. Okay, so here what I need to do, can anyone, if you guys have already knowledge about this, you can come up with and you can tell here.
Yeah, we have to write a method for the getting records in Apex, and we have to import that method.
We have to import that method. So for this, the class you have mentioned, so that class is a Apex class. Okay, so here everyone know the Apex class, right? Or some people are very new in the Salesforce, you guys don't know about the Apex. Maybe I think in our previous sections you guys have learned the Apex, I guess. Okay, so everyone will have the knowledge in the Apex, because Apex is required to do this task. Okay, so now as I think yeah, I like one guy said like we have to get the data in the Apex side and we have to import it in the LWC. So any other thing, guys, from your end? Any others? Writing data system. Okay, writing data system. Any others? Any other way? Or you just tell me like clear way. How can we achieve this one? Data table. Okay, data table. So okay, fine.
Yes, using data table we can fetch the data
Mm-hmm. Okay.
to show in a listing page.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So now let's see. Let's see. As the guy said, like we have to create the Apex classes. So that is the very important one. So that Apex class, okay, I think I already told you. So let me open the paint as well. Sorry. So here, yesterday we talked about like client side, the server side. So here today we will see like about clear about picture of client side and the server side. So what are the codes we are returning, and that is not get connected to the Apex. Okay, that all the thing is in the client side. Okay, that all the things in the client side. So now we are going to access the Salesforce data. So the Salesforce data is available in the, this is the, you can simply sell, this is the database. This is a database. Okay, so so here in this database, this DB, so in this database, the all the records and all the details is stored in the database, in the Salesforce database. Okay, so now I want to get the account data. Okay, I want to get the account data. So in this case, I want to access this data, right? Which means this server. I want to access this server. So for that only, this Apex will work. Okay, for that only, this Apex will work. So this Apex as telling as the server side, as telling as the server side, it is going to hit the database and it is returning the value. So this Apex, okay, this Apex is the server side controller, and this JavaScript, like in the component side, everything is working in the like most of the things without not calling any kind of Apex, so that all the thing is a client side. Okay, clear? Fine. So now we are going to hit the server and we are going to get the informations of account information. So for that, I want to write the Apex class. That is very important one. Okay. So now I can give this demo as well. Fine. Apex in LWC. I think Apex in LWC. Okay, guys. So now you guys see this LWC parent data component we seen yesterday. Okay, so we seen that this is a parent component. Inside the parent component, I call the child component. That is fine. Now we everyone is good in this, so ignore it. In the line number 7, see one more lightning card is created. So in this lightning card having the title is a Apex in LWC. Okay, so now you can see it here, Apex in LWC. This is the title. Okay, so inside this what I have mentioned, I mentioned a simple the text Apex and LWC. So that also you can able to find it here. Okay, so here inside this you can see that template. Okay, which means inside the template what I am doing, I am doing the iteration. Okay, so iteration also we seen yesterday. So inside the iteration, what I'm telling, we are having the list of account. Okay, just go to yesterday. We shown the core details, right? We shown the core details, or we shown the um, core name, core company names. Okay, so that is the data which we return the hard coded value. Okay, but now what's our requirement? Our requirement is we have to show account data in the UI. So for that I need to get the account, right, in the backend. So that's why I given the name of the backend variable list of account. So now let's see what's this list of account. The list of account is the local variable. Okay, so now you can see. So I think if now people will know about the connected callback and the regret callback and the constructor, how it is getting fired and all, because we seen the lifecycle hooks as well on the yesterday class. Okay, so in the connected callback, now you can see I mentioned some get object info as the function, but we didn't know now. So now let's see how this is has been written. Okay, so as I already told you, if you want to access the if you want to access the Apex classes, what you have to do, you have to import it. Okay, you have to import it. So import, this is a syntax you have to follow, just a simple one. Okay, at Salesforce, we are in the Salesforce. In the Salesforce, what I would need to do? I need to go to as a Apex class. So that's why I mentioned the Apex. So inside the Apex, I'm going the account controller. So this account controller is nothing but this is a class. Let me close all the. Okay. So, oh, sorry, close this component. Fine. So now this is the account controller is a class. Okay. So inside the class, I created the one method. Okay. So in this method, I'm going to mention get list of account. So inside the class, I want this method like get list of account. Okay. So now what will happen? Okay. I'm having the class. Okay. So in this class, how to be used in my LWC component. So for that, okay, what I need to do? So I created the class. So can I use it? Or is there any other restriction I have to follow? Can anyone? Can anyone please?
Sir, it should be Aura enabled.
Why it should be RI enabled?
To allow it to be accessible in the Lightning component.
Oh, that's great, guys. So I think you are also pro. Very so that's great. So yeah, so if we want to use classes, Apex classes methods, that method need to be written as the aura enabled. Okay, that aura enabled. Then only we can able to access this method in our LWC side. Okay, got it. So that's why I have mentioned this aura enabled. So inside this aura enabled what I have mentioned. So I have mentioned the list of so here in this method I'm in the line number 6. I'm just returning the I'm just getting the list of account with the help of circle query. Okay, in the circle query I just mentioned the ID name from account of the limit of 10 data. I want to show the account data. Okay, so in this account data how can I say? There are lots of data, right? But I want to limit it. I don't want to show so many data in the UI. I want to show the random 10 data. Okay, that's why I mentioned the limit 10. Okay, fine. That will be stored in the list of account. Okay, now I'm returning that list of account here. Okay, so this return type is also a list of account. So now you guys have get the clarity what is this account controller, and inside the account controller what is a get list of account. Okay, so now that name is I mentioned get object info. Okay, this would be a user defined. You can mention any name you want. So I mentioned the get account info. Okay, fine. So now in the connected callback, this is the like imperative way to call the Apex classes. So here in the connected callback, I am going to connected callback means what? Whenever the components get initiated inside into the DOM, that time the connected callback will run, right? So that time itself, what is happening? It is hitting the server to get the list of accounts. Okay, got it. So see, so now I'm calling this get account info. Okay, so inside this account info, what I'm doing here, I'm telling as the to call this Apex method. Okay, from the LWC side. Okay, so now so here I'm expecting two things, dot then and dot catch. Okay, dot then means what will happen if it is get successfully done. Okay, we will get result. Okay, if it is a dot catch, which means what if something is going issue here. Okay, so we will get the error. Okay, you can say like a try and catch like that way. Okay, so we will get the error here. So now inside the dot then I'm mentioning the result. Okay, the result is means what are the values get returning. That return it is nothing a result. Okay, so here what we are expected to return. We are expecting the list of accounts that would be stored in the result. Okay, so that's why the line number 15 I mentioned the this dot list of account, which I already told you, it's a local variable. List of account is equal to result. Okay, so now what will happen? If this like first the component will get rendered. Okay, once the component is inserted into the DOM, this connected callback will call. Inside the connected callback, what I have written, I am returning to call the apex method. So this method is getting called. So this method is coming here, and it is coming in the line number 6. It is doing the SQL query and fetching the details and store it in the list of account, and that list of account is going to be returned. Okay, and again it is coming to the LWC component. It is going to the den. Inside the den line number 15, I'm receiving the result. That result I'm going to assign it to the list of account. Okay, got it? Fine. So this I'm just written like for just like some kind of procedure post. So yeah, so now you got it right. You don't have any kind of doubts. Okay, fine. So now let's copy this SQL query. Is there a way the system shows us where they are in the debugging? Which line in HTML, which line in JavaScript? Yeah, like see, if you are having any kind of issues, which means the error, first you can't able to deploy this the component to the Salesforce. Okay, if successfully is got deployed, okay, and once successfully got deployed, but still you are facing the issue in the UI, which means you are accessing the Salesforce, that time you are facing the issue. So there you can able to do the console. From the console you can able to get that from which line it is getting affected. Okay, so that's you can able to do. Yes, right. That will the result variable hold the complete set of returned accounts? Yeah, right. It will hold the complete set of returned accounts. Okay, so now let's see. First, I'm just checking this select ID name from account, like how it is working in that um developer console. So I'm in the developer console. I'm just putting this query and I'm checking what it is returning. It is returning the 10 data of IDs at the name. Okay, so the same we need to expect in the UI, right? So the data type of result, you can say it is kind of a objects only, like it will return as a objects. Okay, so now this same data we need to see it in the UI. So that's why we are going to achieve it. Okay, fine. So now like I'm going to this here. Actually I already told you I created this component. Okay, so in this component what I have mentioned, list of account. So now we got the result. I'm stored that result in the list of account. So now I'm going to the HTML. In the HTML, what I'm doing, I'm iterating the list of account. Okay, and I'm giving the for item for the account as a name. Okay, so here I'm telling the key for this is the account ID, because the account ID is a very unique one. Okay, so that's why I'm given this. And here the line number 12, I just binded the data which is coming from the account.id and the account.name. Okay, clear. So now let's see this. This is the component. This is the component like which we are referring in the backend. Okay, so now you can see it is returning the ID. Okay, and it is returning the name. Okay, the same way, like see, if it is in the SQL query, the same ID may be there. So you can see the same of this is also would be there. And if you're checking bowling list textile corp of America, this is also would be there. Got it? So now what we thought, okay, we want to show the account data in the UI. So now that is got completed, right? Is there any other doubts? Like, do you have any doubts like which we implemented so far? Or you guys clear? At least I want to see that message. Yeah, clear, something like that. So I can go ahead.
Can you open the class?
Sorry?
Can you open the class?
Class.
Apex class, yes.
Okay, okay, sure. Yeah.
Actually, the last portion, whatever taking about a list of contact, okay? And what is the purpose of this last list? Because you have to fetch all the account in upper section, list of account, yes, in line number 6. Okay?
Yeah.
You have to fetch all the account list in line number 6. Then why need to again in line number 13?
13.
Yes, yes.
So you this is different. Okay, this is different.
Okay.
You no need to cut this. See, if you are working in the Apex, we are having different methods, right? Okay.
Yes.
So now we are referring in the JS side, we are referring only the get list of account. So you have to consider this only, right?
Please again.
No, here we are referring the only a single method. Okay. So that single method is nothing but the get list of account. So the get list of account is available in the line number 4 to line number 9. Okay, this is a one method. So inside the method, we are going to do the business logics or anything. We are going here.
Yes.
Got it?
Yes. I am confusing about for this two method. Okay.
Sorry.
I am confusing for these two methods.
Yeah. Two methods. So maybe in future, like there are lots of methods you will see the. Okay, if it's in the like you working as in the developer, you can see more method. But our thing is which method we have utilized in the LWC. That method only we are going to see it here. Okay.
And
Clear?
one thing, if I have multiple class in my Apex class, then how can we pass the class name in JS file?
Simply no. See, if you're having a more methods, every method is having a unique name, right?
Yes.
We are going to mention that name only.
Okay. Can you open the JS file?
Yeah, sure. See, here for example, let me tell you one more thing.
Okay.
So here I'm telling a aura enable. Okay, a public and static of string. So inside instead of string, I'm going to making the list of contact. Okay, so this list of contact. Okay, this list of contact. Now I'm going to return. So here what I'm giving the name, get like list of contact. Okay, contact. So now this is get list of account, this gives list of contact. So here what I need to do, okay, so inside here what I need to do, I need to create the list of contact. Okay, so list of contact, and I'm giving the name as the same list of contact. Okay, equal to this. I'm typing the select ID from contact. Okay, so here also I'm giving the limit, is it 5. Okay, so now just think like that. Now what is happening, it is returning the, let me remove this time catch. So
return the contact list here.
It will return the contact list, right? So here now we can say I'm having a two method. So if I need to I need a account detail, then I can call the this line number 4. Or if I need to get the contact detail, then I can use the 12th line. I can use this method, right? So the same way you will having a more methods. Okay, but the thing is which method is required for you to use. So that method only you are going to like write in the import, which means you are going to import it and you are going to use it.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
so you got the clarity right now?
yes.
Yes. Okay, fine. So any other doubts, guys? Okay, fine. So now we you guys can see it here in the UI. So yeah. So now the data from the server side, now we can able to see the data in the UI. Okay. So the same way, guys. Okay, this is the concept you are going to do it in the um, for the apex. Okay, so there are lots of things to do. Okay, you can pass the 5 6 parameters or 2 parameters and get the like those things, or you can call the method for insertions whenever you are calling the method. So that time you are going to insert whenever, for example, whenever I'm clicking a create a new or account, so that time like it have to go to the back end, which means in the back end, and what we need in the back end. So now I need to create a one kind of the same method. So this method is needs to be what? This method is needs to be RI enabled. Okay, and here I'm telling the create account. Okay, so for the create account, what I need to receive? I need to receive the account, right? Am I right or wrong? So I need to receive the account. Okay, so inside this account, what will happen? Okay, here the account is coming and I'm going to insert it. So the like this way we can see like so many things we can able to do it in the LWC. Okay, but but this is the concept. Okay, so now you guys have the concept of like apex to the LWC. Okay, now we can able to access the Salesforce data. If I'm giving any kind of task, you can able to like I want to show the any of the custom object that want to visible a 15 data 15 records in the UI. So now you guys can able to do it. Okay, the same way you have to explore it. Okay, fine. So the same like I have mentioned, so the aura enable like a method which catchable equal true. So that catchable equal to true is nothing, guys. Okay, if you are using any of the wire service, so that time you have to you have to mention it as a catchable equal to true, because I already told you that catchable equal to true and the lightning data service is the same. Okay, it is both like a same, so you no need to think like a different. Okay, and what the next? Import the class into JS controller. So we have done that imports. Okay, in the class and the methods in the like JS side. Okay, so example of wire. Yeah, sure, Sridhar, I will show. Yeah, see, if, like I can show the example, but if you're like telling, there are lots of things. Okay, there are lots of things in the also wire we can able to do. Okay, so we can't like give this only we can able to do, or this only we can able to do. We can do the insertion while we are calling the imperatively. We can do get the informations. Okay, so we can do so many things. So that's why like you like my thing is at least you have to get the knowledge like how to use the apex in the LWC, and how you are going to extract the data, how you are going to insert the data. Okay, so that's why like I plan to give like this way. Okay, so now we use like import the classes in the JS controller, fine, and import apex method like the same way. This apex method we given the get account info, fine. Okay, and here like what I have mentioned next, Salesforce Apex. This is the namespace of class name that we mentioned as a account controller, and the Apex method. The Apex method is get list of account. So this is we implemented, right? And you can also call the like Apex methods and the wire property or wire functions, or call a method imperatively. Okay, so we can able to do like those ways. Fine. So now let's see the data table. So that data table is you can say that is also a required for the Apex. Okay, but see the difference. See the difference. I also use the Apex, but now how the data. This is also data now, but how the data is look like is look like a good. No, right. It is just showing an ID. I showing you like something details. I don't know what is this and what is this. Okay, but Salesforce is providing the um, existing, which means Salesforce is providing the functionality from the Salesforce side itself. I said Lightning data table. Okay, so the Lightning data table, like what is the use? Can anyone tell what is a Lightning data table from your standpoint view?
Show all data in a table format.
Sorry.
Show all data in a
Mm-hmm.
table format. Then there should be a header and there should be a row column, just like a table.
Okay. Any others? Any others? Only one guy is there. Deepak.
Yes, Naresh. So like whatever we see in the UI of the Salesforce when we access the data, like in list view and table view. So in that way we will able to implement
What it
in
mean
our
of table? So okay, data is
okay,
fine.
uh,
Table.
like ordered value of data, the data can say.
Rows and
Ordered value.
columns.
Rows and column. That's nice. Okay. Any others? So guys, see, this is also a data. So that's why we are showing here data. Okay. The data table means we are not showing the data. Okay. So here also we are showing the data, but the data table is means the rows and columns. Okay, the rows and columns we are showing the data in the table format. Okay, the table format is nothing but the rows and the columns. Okay, like if you are seeing the excel how you can say a1 a2 a3 a4 for the heading. This is a header, and this is the values and all, right? The same way the Salesforce is given the functionality as a data table. Okay, so we will see like how the data table it's look like this and how we have to implement it the same way. Okay, so let's go to there. Actually, I have marked this data table here, which is this component. Fine. So now see. So now like see, I'm only telling what like lightning calls or the light templates and all. So like I want to make this section very interactive. Okay. So can anyone can anyone come here and tell me like what are the things I have written and tell me like what you have understand. Can anyone? Not only the few people. Can anyone? Because this will help you in the future. Okay, so that's why.
What is the question?
So here I have written some codes. So now we will know like about the LWC. So just explain me what I have written and how it will works and all.
So basically, this whole component is saying that if there is data in the account list object, then show it in the data table. So that Lightning data table will be visible, and we are passing the data in of the account list into the data table through the data property, and also telling what are the columns and column names through the columns property.
That's great. Okay. So here like what it mean? What is this? I already told you what is the
Checking.
actual name. So we are if it is the account
Account
list, we are showing the
list.
data table. But what is the name of this feature? I want that.
Conditional rendering.
Wow, that's great. Okay. So we are doing the conditional rendering. That's great. Okay. And why I'm using the lightning card?
To UI like Salesforce. How
UI
Salesforce
like
was
a
that?
Salesforce. Okay, that is Salesforce given that this standard functionality. That's great. So I think yeah, guys, you are like you guys are like well. Um, okay, so let's go to the JS. So now here yeah, like he explained very well. So whenever we having the account list, that time this data table will be show. So the this data table, this is a format we have to write. Open it, and lightning hyphen data table. So inside the lightning hyphen data table, we are here I used the three properties. What is data and the columns and the key field. So the key field is nothing but we already seen it in the iteration. If you are going to iterate the anything, so what will happen? The data will get iterated, right? So the same way. So here the data table is also iterated, right? That functionality is available in the backend, okay, in the Salesforce side. But like we have to tell the system for the list of data is going to be iterate, that iterations, okay, so that iterations having any one of the key value. That's why we are telling a key field is the ID. Got it? Okay, so now see, data means what is data. Let's see this account list. I'm going here, this account list I have created the track property. Okay, this account list. So here how I'm getting this account list, can anyone tell? Actually some people is asked to get some kind of demo. That's why like uh I'm giving this one to you guys. Can anyone tell? Sorry,
Wire.
wire. So why wire?
Actually, we want to read that value, right? Not do any operation. So we are using wire property to fetch the all the accounts, whatever.
Fetch the all the accounts. That's great, guys. Simply see, that's why. So like some people are like asking like the example of this example of, if I'm giving the example like I need in a 1 week, I need in a 10 days, I need in a 1 month time, because there are lots of examples to give. Okay, but this the concept, if you learn it, you can easily write the code. That is a very important. So now you guys learn the concept. Now you can guys easily sync up. Okay, what is this? So this is a wire service. So the wire service is nothing but it will be connected to the, it will be connected to the Salesforce. Okay, it will be connected to the Salesforce. So now this that wire, when it will run, the component will get initiated. That time this wire will get run, right? Like the life cycle hooks, how the connected callback, how the rented callback, the same way the wire is also going to be run. The wire is nothing but it is a lightning data service. So inside the wire, at wire, what I have mentioned, this get account list, which means what are the method, apex method, what are the apex method which I imported here, that method I'm going to call. Okay, that's the method name here. Okay, so now let's see. So here you can see, now we already know how to call the, how to import the apex method. First the Salesforce apex, inside apex the apex method, and get account list. I think on guys ask like what is this one more method is there. So that method is, see, so now this get account list, this is the method which I'm using here, right? This get account list. Okay, this account list I given the name, like the name, method name. So it is user defined, you can give any name like this as well. Okay, so fine. So now this account list method, get account list method, I'm going to use in the wire. That's why I'm added here. Okay, and I'm given the name. Okay, this name is a user defined name, you can give any name. I'm given a name for this wire service. Okay, so here, like whenever you are doing the wire like wire service, so that time you have to mention like two things. One, you can mention a simple like result, or you can, because if you mention the result also, inside the result you will get two things. One is the error, another one is the data. This is the keyword. This is not a user defined. This is the keyword. One is you will receive the error, or you will receive the data. Okay, So now here, like first I'm checking. This is the inside the, like if I think if you see like this, you will get the clarity. Okay. So this is the kind of a parameter which we are receiving. Okay, that should be a error or should be a data. Okay, and inside this method. So now what is happening? I'm telling if it is a data, which means if the data is available, then what it need to do be this data have to assign in the account list. So this account is the track property which I am created in the line number 46. Got it? If the data is available, then assign it. So how the data will be available? First, wire service will call this account list. Okay. In this account list is the account controller. Inside the account controller, it is a get account list method. Okay. So I'm going here, get account list, fine. Here, fine. So here, what is happening? It is returning the, what is doing? It is returning the list of account which I am limited of 5. Okay, fine. So it's fine. So now let's come to the JS side. So now this account list holding the value of that 5 accounts which is get queried. Okay, if any of the error is coming, that time what will happen? This error will be stored in the this error track property. Okay, so hope like everyone is, because I'm going very slow, so you guys will clearly understand it. So now what is happening? When the component is get initiated, so it is went in the backend, okay, and it is queried the 5 data, 5 account data, and it is returned, and that account data is stored in the account list. So now let's go to the HTML. So now we are having the data, fine. So now we have the, we need to return the columns. What are the columns I'm going to show? So now for these columns, again I'm going to the JS. In the columns, you can see it. I'm just putting the track property. You can put the local variable or track property as well. Okay, here I mentioned the columns. The columns, what is this? Can anyone tell what kind of this data type?
Array.
Array only.
JSON.
JSON format.
JSON format.
Okay.
It's a array of, see, so what is this? What is this? What is this? Tell me. This is what?
Record.
No.
One instance of array.
One instance of array. Okay. Any others? What is this actually? Amutini Kulatipan. Right. It is an array of object. So guys, it is, I understand this is an object because it is having the key and having the values. Okay. So this is a field name is a property, which means a key, and this is a value. It is a object. Okay. So this is an object. So these all the objects will be available in the array. So that is called a array of object. Got it? So now here just see in the label I mentioned the account name. It's a user defined. You can mention like this name as well. Okay, but the field name is the API name which you have to mention. Okay, so the field name is like everyone will know. Like I don't want to explain much things here. So I just simply mention the label and the field name, and the type is a text, and sortable is equal to true or not. Okay, so now I mentioned for account name, type, annual revenue, phone, website, rating, and all. Okay, so now I'm telling to the system this is a column for this account list. Got it? So far, you guys have any doubts? Okay.
I have even one question.
Yeah.
So while making your request to your Apex server, suppose if the request is like not reaching to the server because of some bad request or something, then what in case if you are trying to make a call to the Apex class or to the Apex server, and in case you haven't set the parameters correctly, so it might be like bad request, right?
Right.
So in that case, will the error come in because we are not the server, the call is not, the request is not reaching to the server,
Right.
right?
Right.
And we will not receive any response. And I'm just assuming, so in that case, that error will not come, that error parameter will be null. So how will we handle that? We will handle that situation.
Okay. So here, what will happen? The question is very simple. We are trying to hit the server to get some kind of data, but it is not the right way. So what will happen? One it is a success, or another one it is a like fail. Okay, so those fail we can able to catch it, right? We can able to in that catch. Okay, that's why I'm telling in that wire service. So it will, if it is written successfully, it would be stored in the data. If it written any kind of error, that would be stored in the error, right?
But this is what I'm trying to say, that this error will be coming in from the server side, right? But
Yeah.
request is not reaching to the server. So in that case, it will be kind of bad request. So
Yeah.
will error still be getting populated with that?
Yeah. So here, what will happen? Okay, the component will not work out. Okay, which means from the component side itself, while a component is getting rendered, that time itself, it will throw in a error. In the component means, maybe I don't have that example. So how it is look like this? Some technical stuff. This that parameter is wrong. Some data will come like this. It will not show like this way. It will come one kind of a pop-up, like one model. In that model, it will tell we are facing this issue. Okay, maybe like I don't have that one. So we will get that error in the component side itself. Okay, it is not the back end error. If it is a back-end error, what will happen? We will see the details of the error. Got it? See, I think let me try to explain that one. So here account list is there now. So now I'm typing this account list and I'm trying to save it. Okay. So I'm doing a refresh. So now you can see this is throwing that kind of like so now you can see I have not mentioned that account list track property. Okay, so in this case, what is happening? In this case, what happening? It is checking here. This account is not there, and the property is not there. So it is in the UI perspective. What is happening? It is not like showing any kind of account list details, right? The same way, if we are having any kind of issues, okay, if we have any kind of issue, what will happen? Let me.
Naresh, you can directly make that variable as a true error. Can we get that block?
Like what I got it. What he's asking. So let me. I think that I'm seeing so many screenshot like this way. Uh, let me check it. Yeah, got it. This you can see many things. So you will get like this. Got it? The component error as account. This will come. Okay. Yeah. If it is in the backend error, that time what will happen? You will get it in the error, which means she said right. That error will error this template conditional rendering will open. Okay.
Yeah, got it.
This will come surely. Okay, fine. Okay, so now where we are? We are successful deployed. Let me open it here. Okay, so now we requested a 5 account records. Now you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 records. And if you are seeing here, it is telling the account name. Account name is coming fine. And if you are seeing here, if you are seeing like the types, what are the type is mentioned in the column side, that would is also coming fine. Like here, okay, the columns of type and revenue, and you can see the revenue. But now you can see the difference, how it is looking like this. Okay, sorry, I can't able to go there. Yeah, how it is, this is also data which is coming from the backend, but how it is looking like this and how it is looking like this. So that the future is giving by the Salesforce as a lightning data table. Got it? Clear? So here we seen like how to like call the Apex using the wire as well. Okay, and we seen the lightning data table. Okay, so got it? You guys have any doubts?
Yes, Naresh, thank you.
Great, thank you. So if you guys have any doubts, you can reach me out.
Hello, Naresh.
Yeah, Krish.
Yeah, I have a doubt. If you have used wire for this data table, in other way we cannot use like this parent to child communication is there
No, Krish. Like
one
see,
of
you can use anywhere. Okay, you can use anywhere.
declarative. That
It's
is
depend upon
imperative.
your, yeah, it's depend upon you. It's depend upon your requirement.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say. If like say if I'm working in any kind of a client projects, there I can see more than 50 LWC component and almost 200 or 300 classes. Okay, so there so many developers has built it so many ways. Okay, if we need to like learn all those methods, and if you are like need to learn all the like classes how they have written, it's not possible, right? That would be like it's you can try it from your side. Okay, so but the concept is this only. Okay, there are lots of documentations which I already shown you. Lots of the like library, component library, design system, and Salesforce is providing a documentation. So there you can like see so many things, not only simple things. Okay, so those all the things you can say. Our motto is you have to understand the concept. If someone is asking like Krish, do you have idea in LWC, what is a wire, what is a track, and what is a method, how you to call Apex method, how to get the access to Salesforce data. Okay, and what is a life cycle hooks, and what is a made of connected callback, what is a private property, what is a public property. Okay, and like what is a lightning data service, I given this nice example for that. And what is a LMS. Okay, so that is your thing. But if you started to writing a code, if you started in the working in the project, you can see so many things. So that time you can explore one day by day, day by day, day by day. Okay, from the initial stage itself, like if you want to see all the things means, so then you will get confused. Okay, so first you have to understand the concept. If you are good in the concept, then go line by line. Got it?
Yes, and one example you give me that when we go, most of the component is created for which means like this or any other we have to create. Means real time I ask. Means
So
we have to enter the Arc Salesforce data, or we have to create some kind of this parent child.
Most in the real time, Krish, from my side, I'm telling, like more parent to child communication will come, and the child to parent communications also come. Okay, so here just take an example. I have created one community sites. Okay, so in the community sites, see, let's say management. Okay, so I'm having a one community site. You can say like Amazon, Flipkart, the same way. I'm having a one more community site for the customers. Okay, so here, okay, here first I'm having a one form. Okay, so that form is the user registration form. Okay, so once I click this form, my user credential, then I'm going to log in. I'm clicking the login button. So what will happen? It will redirect to the another component, right? It will be redirected to the another component. It will not redirect to the another Salesforce arc. So in this case, what will happen? There are lots of component will get created. Okay, and most of the component is having the relationship. If we don't have any kind of relationship, that time we can use the LMS.
Mostly
Got
we
it?
have to create the parent-child components.
It's not the mostly. It's depend upon the requirement. Okay, it's
No,
depend
why
upon the
we?
requirement.
Yes, understand. I am asking that custom component we are going now. That's why I'm
Yeah,
want to
like
know. That's why.
if you are learning the LWC, okay, if you are going to working in LWC, the part is custom. It's not in the custom. Don't see like not only the component. It is the custom development. You can say platform development that will comes part. Okay, the
Okay.
platform development means there are only codings.
Yes.
Okay, the configuration will come, but few. But most of the things, Lightning LWC component, Aura component, classes, triggers, batch class, sprint apex, or future methods, everything will come. Okay, so
Yes.
not only so now we are seeing like why the Lightning component, like LWC component, and what is the usage and how you are going to utilize this. That's it. Okay, so if you
Okay.
guys understand this concept, guys, you can surely clear the interview. Okay, that is the only people will think as a fresher. But if you want, I need to create a like 2 years of experience. Then you have to like check wire imperatively, declaratively, and apex imperatively. Okay, and inside the content callback and rendered callback and rendered method and like so many HTML page conversions and another external JavaScript. So those all the things you have to learn. Okay. So clear. So far, you guys have any doubts? Okay, I think hope everyone is clear. So yeah, sure. I can. Yeah, right, Deepak. That's it. Like now you understand, right? The concept, like we use wires and we use the upsides. So you understand the concept. So you can focus like you can say you can go the next level. If you are now you are in the intermediate. Now you go to the advanced level and go by one. Okay, and in HTML also there are lots of things. CSS will come part. Okay, in the CSS how we are going to use it. Inside the CSS we have to use the static resources. Okay, and how to use the how to show the some kind of a images. So for that you have to use the static resources. Okay, and based upon that selection you are going to show the different kind of labels so that we can able to do it in the custom label. So how you use the custom labels and all. Okay, so there are lots of things to do, but the main concept which we seen is so far. So you guys can ask questions like if you have anything. Okay, so I think Anand, this is a content I have planned so far.
Hello.
So yeah,
Narek, you have worked in LWC components mostly on which kind? Which kind of means Salesforce data rendering, or you created like this? You told one example, login and goes to somewhere same
community.
component like this. Yes.
Yeah, community. So actually I'm worked in the community only. And so not only in the actually I worked in the 1 year of the community builder. So it is existing system. They have used a VF page. So after they have migrated to the LWC, okay, and there we used the Aura as well. Okay, so there you can see existing we have the system in the VFP side, the every functionality, but now we are going to migrate it. Okay, for the migration what you have to do, they have the system this is the form before they are having it is kind of a you can say educational form. So here you have to fill the informations, but not only the informations. Okay, that information should be in the informative. Okay, they have having some kind of buttons. Okay, if they click this button, that information have to be synced to the another data. So in the backend, what we need to do, we need to get all the informations. We need to get the all the informations, and we need to sync that information to the another data. So if they are going to the another tabs, that time this information have to be changed. So like you can say like so many things. If you start that you are the pro. Okay, so if you start that, you are the pro, but you have to start it. So for the start, this is actually I would really thanks to Anand for this kind of sections of which is arranging to the people. That is very useful, because while I'm learning that time, I can see only the journey to Salesforce. And like you can say it's kind of a training center. Okay, otherwise I'm not seeing because that time I don't have much knowledge in the community. But now say like of Anand, the kind of people, so many people are making the community and they are helping to the people like this. So this is very useful you guys as well, because we worked in the real time. That's why we can say like what is the required things to know. Okay, if you're going in the center, like you are there are one by one by one by one by day to day you are going to learn. But within the 2 days, as per my knowledge, this is the thing. If you guys learn in the 2 days, okay, and you practice in the 1 week, you guys simply say in the next week, I know the LWC. That's it.